Hello students, hope you are doing good. In the next chapter we have about human eye and colorful world. We shall discuss more about eye here, how eye is forming an image on the retina of the eye. All this we will discuss in this chapter. Right. Before going to the chapter, what is the purpose of eye? The purpose of eye is it causes sensation of vision. You have sensation of vision because of the eye. What happens? How are you able to see the different objects around you? Is first the eye falls on that object and the object reflects right. The reflected, the scattered light will fall on the retina of your eye. Hence you can see the object clearly. That is how you will be able to see the object. Now, you might have number of questions regarding the eye. How eye is able to form image on retina? What is the purpose of lens that is present in the eye? All these questions might arise in your mind. Before going to that, today we shall discuss what is least distance of distinct vision. We shall discuss what is least distance of distinct vision. I want you to hold your textbook in front of your eye and try to keep it at a position where you are able to see the letters comfortably. Okay, and now what you do is bring the textbook closer to your eye and try to read the words. What happens is your eye muscles, they start straining. You feel a strain and you see that the letters are blurred. So at certain distance from your eye, you need to keep a book so that you can read it comfortably. What is this distance? Note down this distance for about 5 to 6 people. Ask your friends, measure the distance of the book and your eye for 5 to 6 different people. Okay, they need to keep the book at a position where they are comfortable to read. If at all if they bring the book too near to the eye, what happens is the eye muscles, they get strained and they won't be able to read the letters correctly. So note down this distance for 6 friends, 6 to 7 friends of yours, and you will find that the distance is almost about 25 centimeters. The distance is about 25 centimeters. For some it may be 24, for some it may be 26 centimeters, but on an average it is 25 centimeters. So that is from 25 centimeters from your eye, you will be able to read the letters or the words correctly. So this distance 25 centimeters, this distance is called least distance of distinct vision. For clear vision you need to keep an object at least 25 centimeters so that you can read the words clearly. For small children it will be up to below 10 years of age 7 or 8 centimeters because their muscles will be very strong at that age. So they can read even if the book is at 7 or 8 centimeters from their eye. Similarly, for old people, it is about 1 meter or 2 meters. At a distance of 1 meter, they will be able to read the words correctly. This is for old people and this is for young people. On an average, for adult it is 25 centimeters. So this distance is called least distance of distinct vision. Next you have something called as angle of vision. For this activity what you do is take a retort stand and fix a stick like this at this distance, at a distance of 25 centimeters. Keep sticks vertically upward, let their length be 25 centimeters, 30 centimeters, 35 centimeters, 40 centimeters, 45 centimeters, 50 centimeters, like this. So keep on changing the length of the stick here. Keep it at a distance of 25 centimeters and see it parallelly. See that your eye is parallel to this line. Now this is of 25 centimeters. Next time make it 30 centimeters. Next time make it 35 centimeters. see that you are able to see the top and bottom at the same time. Try to see the top and bottom at the same time. Now my question is, will you be able to see top and bottom at the same time? For example, if I keep this marker at a distance of 25 from me, I am able to see the top and bottom simultaneously. At the same time, I am able to see top and bottom simultaneously. Now what you do is, take a stick of 30 centimeters or 40 centimeters. Instead of keeping at a distance of 25, keep it very near to your eye like this. When you keep it very near to your eye, you may not be able to see the top and bottom. You will be only able to see a part of the stick. Okay, and because the light rays that are coming from the top and bottom will not reach your eye, you will not be able to see the top and bottom if you keep it at a distance less than 25. Okay, only a part of the object you will be able to see. Now here the angle made by the stick with your eye is 60 degrees. Now this 60 degrees is called angle of vision. If an object is making an angle 60 degrees with your eye, you will be able to see the top and bottom simultaneously. So this 60 degrees is called angle of vision. So our next definition is angle of vision. It is the angle made with the object at which you will be able to see both the top and bottom. So that is what is the angle of vision. Next we have about structure of the human eye. We shall discuss various parts of the human eye. This is how a human eye looks like. It is of the size of table tennis ball. You will be able to see different objects along with their colors with the help of your eye. Now your eyeball is covered with a transparent layer in the front which is sharply curved at one point. This layer is called cornea, which is transparent in nature. Behind this cornea you have a liquid around your eye. That liquid is called aqueous humor. With the help of this liquid you can prevent your eye from eye injury, that is shocks that you receive. So this is what is aqueous. The outermost layer is cornea. This outermost layer that you see is cornea, and between cornea and lens of your eye you have a liquid. That liquid is called aqueous humor. Next you have something called as eye lens. This eye lens is convex in nature. It is hard in the middle and smooth at the ends. So this eye lens that you have is a convex lens that you have. They are supported by muscles called ciliary muscles. In front of the lens, in between the lens and your cornea, you have something called as iris. Iris is the colored part of your eye which you can see from outside. Okay, this part you see here. Iris is the colored part of your eye. At the center of iris what you have is pupil. You have pupil which allows the light rays to move into the eyeball. The pupil is always dark in color. It is always black because the light rays that enter the pupil do not return back. So that is why the pupil is dark in color, that is it is black. So behind the pupil you have eye lens which is crystalline in nature. I told you it is thick in the middle and thin in the edges, strong or stony in the middle and soft in the edges, hard in the middle and soft in the edges. That is how your eye lens is. Next you have something called as retina. Retina is the screen. Retina acts like screen for the images. Then I told you about cornea, we discussed about pupil, we discussed about aqueous humor, we discussed about ciliary muscles, we discussed about iris, we discussed about retina. Optic nerve is a nerve which connects the eye to the brain so that your brain analyzes the image. This is what is the structure of the human eye. Now whether the object is at shorter distance or at longer distance, always the image will form on the retina. That is, the image distance will not change no matter what is the object distance, whether the object distance is at shorter distance or a longer distance, that is whether the object is nearer or farther, always the image will be formed on the retina itself. So that is, the image distance will not change. How is it possible? That we will discuss in the next class. So that's all for today's class, children. We shall continue in the next class.